Hello and welcome once again to Minecarft Podcasts. I'm your host, Joshua Moore. Uh, let's get back to work. And it's still night. Right. Forgot about that part. I always hated night in these games. I mean, it's fine and cool and whatever, but also, it's terrifying. There's a spider, and I still don't know where that skeleton is. Let's just hope nothing shows up to kill me. Yay. Oh! Audio quality went down by a lot. Let's see. I changed headphones, so could be why the audio quality is going down. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this stuff. So remember how we said we're not going to talk about politics? Alright, we're still not going to talk about politics because, yikes, that's how you get yourself killed. Or depressed. Either way, no fun, no bueno. No bueno. But I am going to talk about something that does concern a little bit of words. Politicky stuff, not necessarily direct politics, but it's about the American education system. And it's just a personal vendetta I have developed against such a concept. Primarily the American education system's got its own special, fire hell of issues. But my first one is the grading system. I've had a vendetta against that since, I was a child. There are so many different things about the grading system that are just dumb. Dumb. Stupid. First of all, F is 50% of the grading. Failure is 50% of the system. Of the grades. There's 5 of them, and 50% of them are, and 50% is not good. You failed. You completely didn't understand anything that you were taught. Just for a quick reminder, we use 100 in the system, as our complete, 100%, 100 out of 100, and 5 is divisible by 100. Fun fact. Oh my god. Oh my god. Inside. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! No! Ah! Hold on. I'll finish this rant in a second. Oh! And I died. Alright, well, back to what I was saying. Yeah, 100 divided by 5 means 20. It equals 20. Which means each grade would have about 20 points. Would have a range of 20 points, right? If the system would balance. Which would mean if you got 50%, you'd get a C. You'd be on the range of the average person. The average person would only need to know about half of any subject material. And honestly, I would say that's all that the average person really needs to know is about half the material. Ooh. Didn't Uh, because on spot, depending on what, uh, where you're at, if you just stopped a random average Joe and asked them, uh, you know, let's go with 10 questions. 10 questions about the American Civil War and its battles. The stuff like really trivial stuff that you need to know for a high school test. And you ask them that. I bet you most of the people, like, if you did it out of a range of like 10, a group of 10, 20 people, I'd say, more than half of them, a little more than half of them, like 60%, I don't know, maybe 70%, uh, would get, less than 5 out of 10. Uh, or 5 out of 10. Less than or equal to 5 out of 10 of those questions, right? Depending on their difficulty. Like, something that you would need to, like, stuff that you would not just know off the top of your head. Some of them were harder questions. Yay, I'm getting my stuff back. I am terrible at this game. And it wouldn't, like, and it's not that people are stupid, it's just that some of that information's dumb, and you don't need to use it. And it's important to know some of it, and it's important to learn it. Not necessarily to memorize it, but to learn it, to, like, know it for some period of time, and then stop knowing it when you don't need to know it anymore. And that's cool, and that's a fine, handy-dandy concept. But I think, this question of, what do the kids say? When am I ever going to use this? Would stop being such an issue if we started making, grades worth the amount they're supposed to be worth. It's just ridiculous that 50% of this system is failure, especially when the numbers work out so perfectly. I don't know who was like, yeah, it should be 50% failure. Everything else is 10%, of some sort of satisfactory. Like, we'd be getting better grades, and I know it would be a change to the system, but we'd still be getting better grades, and children still wouldn't feel so crappy about themselves all the time, because the grades would be better. Like, I know, whoops, just dropped that on the ground. I know, I had a math test this semester, and I was taking it, and I bombed like one of the tests. I think it was the midterm. I just blew it, totally sunken ship, lost to just me not knowing the material well enough. So then for the next test, I studied hard, and made sure I knew everything and wrote down everything and got it all down. And I made sure I knew it. And so I got points on every single problem except for the last page. The last page was worth 20 points, and it was several different problems, and it was all based off of use substitution, and I failed that hard. Just because the teacher didn't write use substitution, he just said find the derivative, and I didn't think, when I saw the problems, I was just in a mode like, all right, got it, gotta go, gotta solve the problem fast, Sonic fast, gotta go fast. And it cost me all those points, and I was like, oh man, and I was really mad because that was an F, and I was like, this was the second to last test, or this was the last test before the final, and I was really upset. Like, I got a 50%. I can't get a 50% on this. It means I'll fail the class. And I was like beside myself. I was like, are you kidding me? I made such a great effort. Like, the last test was at 33, and I went up by like 20 points. And in a lot of, if the system were set up where it was balanced, I would have gotten those 50 points. Straight up. That would have been a C. I would have passed that test. And I was livid. And I was just like, hey, can I redo this part and show you that I know how to do it? And my teacher was like, no, but if you get a C on the final, I'll drop your lowest score and you'll balance out to be a C. And that's what happened. And I was like, no. But I'm still kind of like, that 50% should be a C. That 33 and the 20 points higher should not be the same letter grade. That doesn't make any sense. Because, 20 points is a worthy margin of improvement. And it was just ridiculous. Like, it made me feel like I hadn't improved, even though I knew I had improved. And that was just the most frustrating thing. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked by ranting about that. So I stopped doing things for a hot second. Just one of the hottest of seconds. But yeah, I think it's just complete nuts that, like, that's how people are grade and judge their children. But it's not something that's going to change for a while. But I thought it's food for thought. It should go out there. Aside from that, how are you guys? How are you guys? That was just something that was on my mind this evening. Yay! Torches! We'll have light and the dark won't be so scary. Yay! Berry! If anyone knows where that's from, that's from Game Grumps. I watch Game Grumps all the time. I love them. If you like this in any sort of way, but you're like, I wish he was more energized, or I wish there were two of them, go watch Game Grumps. Like, they're great. They've never played Minecraft, I don't think. But they play a lot of better games, and they're like a whole business, and they're all cool, and I love them. God bless. So now we can find the house. Now the next step is to go murder a sheep. Oh, but looking like we're gonna have to do that next time on Minecarft Podcasts. Da-da-ba-da-da-da. I'll see you guys there. Toodles.